Belief is a fundamental pillar of the human experience. It goes well beyond religion or spirituality. This is how our brain makes sense of chaos. What is the deep psychology of religious individuals? The primal need is that of meaning and control. We live in an uncertain and often frightening world. Beliefs serve as a shield against existential anxiety. They provide answers when science fails or is not clear. The brain seeks to fill the gaps with a coherent narrative. This reduces the stress related to the unknown. The greater the uncertainty, the greater the propensity toward belief. The psychology of the believer is intrinsically linked to cognitive biases. Confirmation bias is central. We are actively looking for evidence that supports our existing beliefs. We ignore, minimize, or rationalize contradictory information. This protects the mental investment already made. Motivated reasoning allows one to justify belief even when faced with solid facts. We believe what we want to be true. The apophenia is another key factor. It is the tendency to perceive meaningful patterns in random data, seeing faces or intentions behind chance occurrences. This hyper-detection of agents is an evolutionary strategy. It is better to be mistaken about seeing a predator than to ignore a real danger. Beliefs also provide powerful emotional regulation. They offer hope in the face of suffering, illness, or death. They structure everyday life and rituals. They offer a moral and ethical framework for complex decisions. These are psychological coping mechanisms. Belief is rarely a purely solitary act. It is powerfully reinforced by group dynamics. Adhering to a belief system establishes a clear social identity. It provides a sense of belonging and community security. The group offers constant validation and reinforces shared reality. Social norms and peer pressure cement these subjective truths. Shared rituals strengthen cohesion and a sense of unity. Personal investment in belief increases its power. The greater the commitment, time, money, sacrifice, the harder it is to disengage. This is related to cognitive dissonance. Rejecting the belief would amount to admitting that the sacrifice was in vain. Early indoctrination plays a major role. Children absorb family beliefs before developing critical thinking. These early patterns are deeply rooted in identity. Beliefs are then perceived as being part of oneself and not as external ideas. The detachment of a core belief can be traumatic. This requires completely rebuilding one's inner world and social network.
It is often a period of mourning and profound uncertainty.
The psychology of believers reveals that conviction is primarily functional. Whether objectively true or false, it fulfills a vital psychological role. It helps us to survive cognitively and socially. It's a complex blend of emotional needs, biases, and social bonds. Understanding belief is understanding how the human mind constructs its reality.